After a lot of issues here and there about the Nigerian 2017 budget, finally the budget has been signed. Yes, Nigerians, the budget has been signed, and what do you know, Nigerians are already saying a lot of things about the budget being signed in June. The budget meant for 2017 has just been signed in June. And of course, Nigerians are saying, what's happening, Mr. Acting President? What's happening, APC government? What's happening, guys? Well, that's what we're on the streets to do here today, to find out from Nigerians what they think about the signing of the 2017 budget at this time of the year. My name is Damilare Okonla. You're watching Niger.com TV, and this is Street Gist. We want to ask Nigerians quickly on the streets. You know how we do it? Let's find out.
It is extremely disappointing. You know?
Disappointing how? Can you explain, sir?
Look, when you have been to several places of the world, I've never seen this type of drama as regard budget in Nigeria before, anywhere. Look, we don't have time. If a budget of a country like Nigeria is being signed at this half of the year, okay, what are we talking about? Where is the development? There are many things to be executed very early this year. All this is centered around the execution of signing of the budget. Okay, if the budget is left unsigned, after this, something is wrong with us.
But they have signed the budget.
We have signed the budget, but even after the signing of the budget, the scenario of padding, the scenario of adding, additional, so it gives a very serious cause for concern.
Okay, but the senior advisor to the president on Senate, Ita Elanga, said that last year's budget elapsed in May. They said that it was not too late for them to have signed the budget in June. What do you think?
All this is just is to find a quite lame excuse. Do you understand? No, anybody can say what he or she likes, but there are people of intelligence in this country. So what that person said, it just is a mere talk.
They said so, but I don't know how true it is.
Okay, it is true. It has been signed.
What are we expecting, Abi? We are expecting better things. So we are expecting another good change. Another good change. So you know what I mean by that. Something we can enjoy more than before. So the issue must be away from us in Nigeria. So let them use the money so where it's supposed to be used. It's not that they will say they have signed budgets, but after we will not know what will come out of it. We are expecting good to come out of the budget that they signed. That means my word.
Well, it means a lot because that's like a policy document for the government to work with. But if we also look at it in another way, we've been having budget all through the years, but have they been effective? That's the question we need to ask. But of course, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay, so do you think this one will be like the previous?
Well, let's hope so. Of course, let's hope so. There's some things you look in the budget. Of course, something like that has to do with made in Nigeria product. Of course, is an element of the budget. So with that, that's to tell you that a lot of Nigerian-owned companies, they can have something to do, a part to take in the budget. So let's hope so. Let's hope it's going to produce something at the end of the day.
Well, signing it in June is not what is important. What is important is the implementation of the budget. Let's wait and see what will come out of it.
So you think they may not implement the budget appropriately or what?
Well, we've heard about a lot of budget not being well implemented. I only pray and hope that this one will be implemented the way it has been written and signed, so that it will be beneficial to every one of us.
I don't think it is too late to have signed the budget in June.
Well, whether it is late or not, the most important thing is it has now been signed. Let's utilize it. If we continue to look at the lateness or not being late, we will not move forward. Let's move forward.
Yeah, I think I overheard this that has been signed.
You overheard it?
Yeah.
You're not sure?
I'm not too sure because the fact of the matter is, the way things are going, don't really give me that time to really, that luxury of time to even sit down and ask what the budget is all about.
Okay, but the budget has been signed in June
All right.
for 2017. What does that say to you about Nigeria?
It states that we've not left the whole process of doing things. Because if a budget was signed in June, what started January and was signed in June, there's no point. There's no point because the economy already is down. And if you are doing a budget, that has to be prompt. So if you are doing a budget in June, where we started the financial year January, well, but it's better late than never. Let's hope that things will change anyways.
But one of the president's advisors on matters concerning the Senate, Itai, said that the budget for 2016 elapsed in May 2017. So that it was not too late to have signed it in June. Do you think this is reasonable?
No, I think in paper, when it comes to paper, theory, it's one thing. But when it comes to, around reality is another thing. I believe the budget has not really made any impact. And you saying the budget of 2016 will last till May 2017, I don't see the correlation in reality. So it's just an essay just to ensure that people get the confidence. But in the long run, it doesn't really, change anything in the society.
Good as they read the budget, I'm sure the budget will favor all of us.
Okay, so but it doesn't mean anything to you that it was signed late.
No, it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean.
So what exactly do you want from the budget this year?
I want them to pay attention to the education, road, and they should make sure the food is surplus to us. Because there's no food, everybody is suffering.
There's no food?
No food. Maybe they should pour money for agric. You hear? Uh-huh.
So we should tell them they should pump money into agri.
Yes.
That's what you should tell them.
Yes.
You should also tell them.
Pardon?
You should tell them too.
I will tell them now because majority of people, they don't want to do farming. And the little one are doing farming now. It's what they produce, they will sell. So all of us that we can't do farming, will be depending on that one. That's what makes the food scarce. So maybe God will touch heart all the people so that they go back to the farm.
In the first place, the enemies of Nigeria did not allow the budget to start on time. The chiefs in Senate and the houses.
Are they the enemies of Nigeria?
Yes. Anybody that is trying to bring down the government is the enemy of Nigeria. If they sign budget by June, what time will they have to prosecute the budget? It's a good budget. The government has a purpose. But those that are there, even a lot of them, they cross to the APC to destabilize the government because they know Buhari will catch them. They are thieves. So they came to APC to make sure they bring down the government. But God forbid. Change has come. I'm not a politician. Change has come. It has come to stay. A nation that has more than 5.7% of the world mineral deposits and people are suffering. Some people think Nigeria belongs to them. But Nigeria belongs to all. Unfortunately, the people don't know that there are problems. They keep their children in Europe and America. They come and buy guns to use when they share 500, 1,000, Babake, and they have stolen billions. You see somebody packing 100 cars, the next door neighbor's child cannot go to school. Maybe a first-class brain. Why? Maybe uniform, and he'll be laughing at them. Whereas it's the money that he's stealing. God will destroy all of them. God brought in Buhari for a purpose. Nigeria is the most backward society in the world. A nation that no nation, even the US, does not have 10% of what Nigeria has. They don't sit down and think. Their weapons are illiteracy and poverty. They kill education. In those days, even immigration officers will be asking, is this only students you export from Nigeria? There is no great university in the world. that at least one Nigeria has not set academic record. Today, it's only in Nigeria you see lawyers and journalists that cannot speak good English. And these are the masters of the language. They deliberately kill education. History, they don't do history in schools again. Course of Obasanjo. Somebody that is supposed to know the value of education. We need to sit down and think. You are a youth. Have we prepared you for the future? What is the power of any society? The youth. What is the power of the youth? Education. Education is dead in Nigeria. God bless you.
Even if I'm aware, it's not the first time, it's not the second time about the budget. They will just say, you just hear it. Like the previous one, they say that there is budget and they've given us, but at the end of the day, we did not see anything. All what they have in plan by telling us that they want to do, we did not see anything. Instead of Nigerians to be moving forward, they're still coming backward. So for everybody now, is as a good citizen of Nigeria, if you were asked he or she to come outside and say, because things is not okay, and they said change, we don't see anything changing due to what they mean and due to what we too are expecting. So how we can survive in Nigeria, I don't know. Maybe the other generation or maybe youth generation, but for now, because I believe that it's a set of people, the same people that they've been ruling ever since Nigeria has been collecting the independence. They're still the one that are ruling up to date. They turn into a king shifters that they will be shifting. All what we want to do by traveling out of the country, working. It's Nigeria that you see somebody that are working, that are collecting salary and is still sovereign. So I will just beg the government that they should please and try and look at the masses and the citizens of Nigeria, because this offer is too much for us. And what they have in returns for us, they should let us know and they should do it for us. It's not that by camouflaging us and using the money to send it abroad to go and keep it. All their children or their family, they're not here. We are the one that's suffering it. So we just want them to just come down and just do what the best that they can do and leave the rest for us, because we cannot just continue like this in Nigeria. Because I cannot lie to you, we've tired of all this budget. At the end of the day, there's nothing going to happen. They will just use their tenure without doing anything. And the next governor that are coming or the next president that are coming, instead of him to start from where they start from, they will not. They will bring his or her own agenda. So for how long are we going to continue with this? So pertaining to the budget, it's not new, but they should try and make something tangible towards the budget so that we can be okay too in Nigeria. So
what I think about it is it's okay, but it's too late. It's too late for the budget to be held by this time. It's supposed to be, I think, latest. It's called 2017, and the latest is supposed to be supposed by February. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I get.
Yeah, it's supposed to be February. So whatever they're going to be doing about 2017 in the year should be doing from February down to December. I think that's what I can share about it.
So what do you now think that budget has just been signed?
Then they should fast track it. They should fast track it. They should try to see what they can do about it before the end of the time. They still have much time to do it. At least the maximum of 6 months is still enough for them to do something on the budget.
That is good.
Okay, so what does it tell you that our 2017 budget is being signed in June?
For now, president is not in country for now. So maybe it will be progress with the vice president. Maybe with him, the Nigeria will be better.
I'm talking about the budget, not the vice president.
The president himself?
The budget.
The budget, yeah. Because when president was in Nigeria, he didn't want to sign the budget. Now he's outside, they have signed the budget. So maybe with vice president, the money will circulate.
What am I aware? Whether it has been signed? Well, I don't know.
But it has been signed.
Really? When was that?
Just a few days ago.
Really? That's good. So how is it like?
That's I'm asking you. What do you think about the budget being signed at this time of the year?
That's too bad. Budget used to sign at least 31st of if we are going to be 2017, at least December 31st. Then you see it on the 1st of January. So how could you sign budget at the middle of the year? That is too bad. That shows that we are misusing our fund. Huh? Are you okay? Good.
So what do you think, what do you want from the budget particularly?
What do I want? The only thing I want for them is this, to take care of the youths. You can see many graduates are out there. There is no job. So they should know how to manage citizen. Take care of the youths. Good.
Thank you very much.
Consign. Huh?
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
All right. Yes, the budget has been signed, and that woman says the budget should be used to take care of the youths in the country. They call it the budget of hope. A lot of people have expressed hope and belief that this budget will be different from the ones that have been signed in the past. Well, that's, you have heard what Nigerians had to say about this 2017 budget signing, which was recently done eventually. Special thanks to Emmanuel Sodi and big shout out to Shion Adetunji. Both of them did fantastically well to ensure that this video came to you. And of course to everyone out there for dropping in 1 or 2 or 3 or more comments just to ensure that this Facebook live feed doesn't go empty. I remain Damilare Okonla. You've been watching 9.com TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and on Twitter, and we remain on the streets. Bye-bye.